Hey everybody, I'm Nicole Ricci. I'm rolling out in my 2017 Ram ProMaster City to Everglades National Park, this time the south. You saw me in the north where I went to the Shark Valley Visitor Center, went on that boat tour. Now I'm in the south, Ernest F, Coe, and Shark Valley. Oh wait, no, Shark Valley's in the north. Royal Palm, I think, is here in the south. So I'm very excited. I'm running late because I have a tour scheduled to do a wet walk with the ranger. I thought it was at 1:30. They moved it to 9, so I gotta get going.
Merciful in me, steady in your kindness, mindful of the weak, power in your presence. I am born again, filled with all your fullness. This is who I am, I belong to Jesus. This is what I need. You're all I need. This is what I need. You're all I need. You're all I need. Oh. Merciful and meek, steady in your kindness, mindful of the weak, power in your presence. Holy is your name, radiates the heavens, the promise that remains. You will never leave us. This is what I need.
That wet walk was so awesome. I've never done anything like it, actually. You have your walking stick and you're literally hiking through the swamp. There's no trail. You're going wherever you can find a step. Sometimes, it didn't get too much further up than above my knees, but they had said that sometimes it's above your waist. So crazy. That was so awesome. And as I'm driving to my next stop, I saw a turtle crossing the road. Let me clarify. So the Everglades is not a swamp. I know that I keep referring to it as a swamp, but it's actually a very slow-moving river. So it starts in the north at Lake Okeechobee, and it's moving south, and it's 60 miles wide and 100 miles long. Also, these different ecosystems that I mentioned. So I started in the North Everglades. I drove across Highway 41, Big Cypress in the north, Everglades in the south. And so I drove through all these different ecosystems and then even hit more as I went to the south. So the different ecosystems in the park are the marine and estuary, the coastal marsh, the mangrove, the cypress, the coastal prairie, the freshwater slough, pineland, freshwater marl prairie, and hardwood hammock. I am now going to do the mahogany hammock trail. This is an example of the hardwood hammock. Peep my van right back there. Mahogany hammock. Hammock is just another word for forest. So this is the mahogany forest. It's described as kind of like a jungle-like trail. So I'm excited to check it out. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but Everglades is the third largest national park in the lower 48 states. Obviously, Alaska, I think, has the first few biggest. Wrangell, St. Elias is number 1. And then probably Denali, and then who knows. But anyways, within this large park, there's a lot of different there's a lot of biodiversity, and so the hammock is one of them, and the swamp was another. And hopefully I'll be seeing a bunch more. I already saw, what I saw in the North Everglades as well. Anyhow, let's just do this trail. I did want to mention Parafton because it's on this sign right here, and also our guide Alex mentioned it on that wet walk. And it's here in the Everglades, found in the fresh water, and it's a moss or algae. It's an algae that floats on the surface, and so many things feed off of it, so it's really feeding this entire area. And here is a mahogany tree, at least I think. Okay, I'm really loving these signs. A nurse log is a fallen tree that continues to support plants and animals. Mammals and incubating insects live within and beneath fallen logs and branches, while plants absorb their stored nutrients and moisture. Even after complete decomposition, a tree's essence will live on in the plants that grow from the nutrients left behind. And this is actually a concept that I learned about in Alaska, but I didn't really know that it's happening in forests all over. I haven't studied the forest really, and so cool to see it there and then here. This is another mahogany, this big one. And it's officially a mahogany because the sign points it out.
Oh, this is what I need. You're all I need.
Also, behind me is the sable palm, which I like the palmetto, the dwarf palmetto. This seems to get even higher. It's a beautiful plant.
Oh, this is what I need. You're all I need.
I came back to a little bird friend on my van. So I started here this morning. Just about around here, I did that wet hike in the Cypress Dome. I just did the mahogany hammock trail and the hardwood hammock. Now I think I'm actually gonna, instead of turning around and going, or instead of continuing on, I'm gonna do this another day. I'm gonna go back up and do the Peyote overlook, maybe do this trail here and a couple other things for the rest of the day today. I'm now on the Peyote Overlook Trail. These are the bald cypress behind me. They're dormant, not dead. And a fun fact about them are, you would normally think the taller, the older the tree, but in reality, the taller, the deeper the water, because they just have more nutrients, water to grow. So the water must be fairly deep here, because the ones we were walking around in the Cypress Dome were just maybe 10 feet, and these ones seem pretty tall. Well, they seem especially tall because I'm standing on a boardwalk that's pretty high. This is cool to look at because I was driving Highway 41 right here. And so I already have been in the Everglades over here and also Everglades here. Remember, this is the trail that I ran in Shark Valley. And here I am, not so far, about 8 miles up the Shark River. And this is the grassy lands. But it is wet. There's a river running through it. I'm currently just at a little road pull-off in here. I'm reading, this is the winter dry season, and so the bald cypress trees appear bald and lifeless, like I said, naked, bare, dead, but they're conifers, so they shed their needles seasonally and they'll become green again in spring. So that's not one, but all these dead-looking trees will actually be green once again.
Spirit, open our eyes to see that you are all we need. Spirit, open our eyes to see.
I'm on the 3-in-1 trail and I just made it to Long Pine Key Lake.
That you are all we need. Spirit, open our eyes to see
Now I'm on the Anhinga Trail. The Anhinga is a diving bird that has a long spear-like beak, different from the cormorant. The cormorant's a blackbird with like a more hooked beak. They both dive. But the cormorant, it's a double-crested cormorant that's here in Florida, in the Everglades. The pelagic cormorant is what I saw in Southeast Alaska when I was working on the boat. Anyhow, I just got to join the end of a little ranger guided tour, so that's my second for the day. Learned a couple things. One of them is the Everglades National Park is the third largest lower 48 national park. I think I maybe already mentioned that. But it became a national park not because of its landscape, but because of its biology. And so just walking fairly fast through these trails isn't really doing it justice, because the wildlife is really what I'm here for. And I've gotten to see a lot of wildlife on this trail. Saw a ton of gators, saw a bunch of different birds, fish, turtles. Been really loving it. Also, so this water here is fresh water and it is moving. And obviously it connects down to the salt water, which is the ocean, which is, kind of the area that I was in the north. And I will actually continue on south in the next couple days to see more of that. But one other thing I wanted to mention, what was it? Okay, I remember it was about gators, and gators are a keystone species here. They were endangered, but now I think the levels have come up. Unlike the crocodiles, the American crocodile, I believe, is still endangered. But anyhow, the gators are a keystone species. They are essential to keeping this environment the way it is, and they actually can change the environment by digging holes that create spaces for the fresh water to stay, because alligators need fresh water versus crocodiles could do salt and fresh. The more you know. My last trail of the day is the Gumbo Limbo Trail. That one right there. Gumbo Limbo Tree. If you're wondering why I haven't been showing me cooking, it's because I really haven't been cooking. It feels like for the last month. But when Hunter was here, I did make oatmeal a couple times and mac and cheese a couple times. And I'm making mac and cheese again tonight. As I stir my noodles, I'm literally looking at this pond and watching a gator swim by. I am not complaining about my mac and cheese tonight. Dinner with a view. All right, I just did my dishes. I'm cleaning up a little bit, and I'm also eating some Valentine's chocolates. Yes, I still have some, and it's a great dessert. Ending my day in Panera, which is the first time I've done this. Shout out to my mom who has the drink package. But it's really nice. I just had a little quiet time here. I'm going to edit this vlog actually, and then I'm going to go to Planet Fitness, do probably a really small workout, but just shower and head back to the Everglades tomorrow. So stay tuned for that one. And if you're still watching this, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.